everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be taking you guys with me on a little marketing trip, because that is what we do as business owners. We have marketing trips. So what I'm doing right now is actually I'm on my way to my local mall. I'm going to pass out some cards, and we are just trying to get our name out there. The perfect thing is that my studio is 10 minutes away from my local mall, so I'm able to go get clients from there all the time, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Later on, I will be giving you some extra tips, some pointers on how to market your business, because honestly, I think a lot of girls come into this industry thinking that it's just about knowing a skill, right? It's just, you can be the best at what you do. You can be an exceptional lash artist, an exceptional brow artist, but if you don't have the marketing, it's hard. It's difficult because you need marketing. Like, that is literally the whole entire thing. You need so many eyes on your business, so many eyes. That way they turn into foot traffic, like real walking in clients that you get into your studio. So that is what we're doing today. We're gonna go do the real footwork that most people do not like to do. This is what people hate doing. But you go dressed up, you take some coupons or business cards, whatever you got, and you just start passing them out. You might look crazy, you might look insane, but you got to get over that fear, because as a business owner, like, you just cannot be afraid. You have to take rejection very well. You have to stand there and just look like a fool, but in reality, you're not a fool. You are not a fool. So get that out of your head. It's not foolish. You're promoting your business. You're doing something productive, and it's good for your business. So never ever think that it's foolish. I think sometimes as business owners we feel that way. We're like, oh my god, what are they gonna say? Oh my god, people are gonna see me there. I'm like that, that's why I'm telling you this. But I've gotten over that fear a lot just by doing this, like going out and passing out cards, because my business relies on it. It depends on me doing the heavy lifting, the heavy footwork. Because if I'm not gonna do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna go as hard for you, for your business, as you will. So that's why you gotta be out here. You gotta be the one doing everything, because nobody does it better than yourself, right? So that's what we're gonna go do today. And yeah, hopefully we get some more clients coming into our studio from this. But yeah, slow seasons, this is what you should be doing. You don't have clients, you should be out there, whether it's like at a Walmart, at your mall, anywhere that allows it. Pop-up shops, like I'm gonna be attending 2 pop-ups this month. I'm gonna be a vendor for 2 of them, and it's gonna be so fun. So yeah, I'm really excited because you get to meet a lot of new people. You get to chat with other businesses, you get to network, and it's so much fun. So I recommend, if you can find someone in your area, like usually check Facebook groups or anything. But yeah, local stuff in your area, people who are hosting pop-ups, and if they're looking for vendors, there you go, you got some, right? So yeah, that is what you should be doing for your business. I've noticed this because, like, when I was working for somebody else, I would go so hard for their business because it wasn't mine. But at the end, you got to think, like, sometimes we forget how hard we used to work for other people when it comes to us, and we're just not doing it. We're just not working as hard for ourselves, and that has to change, because, like I said, the only one who can go that hard for your business is you. Anyways, these roads are so bumpy, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so we made it to the mall. Now I'm just gonna go in there and pass out some cards and just smile, be friendly, knock it out. All right, so let's go. Okay, so we are on our lunch break right now, and I'm here with my cousin. And yeah, so we are taking our lunch break. I already passed out a stack of cards, and yeah, so now we're just here. Yeah, we're gonna eat.
Are you kidding me?
BRB. Tea. Okay guys, so we actually got kicked out of the mall for passing out our cards, but it's okay. no biggie. Let me get to my car and then we'll talk a little more. This is kind of sucky. I don't want to be in the street recording. Okay, hold on. Bye. Okay, so now we're back in the car. So yeah, we got kicked out, guys, but not to fret. I did pass out a good stack, so whoop-de-doo. And yeah, so I'm sure I'll get some clients. I had a few people follow me from the food that I did hand out, so it was, I would say that was successful. I wish I had gotten video. It's just that, like, I didn't bring anyone else with me to record, and I didn't feel comfortable just leaving my phone somewhere. Someone could have taken it or something, but so I didn't get a clip of me doing it, but I did it, girl. I will check back with you guys in the next clip where I'm gonna go over some tips that you can do online, or anything, you know, other things that we can do. Or actually, maybe you know what, roll with me. Let's go. Okay, so just to name a few while we get out of this parking lot. So the other things that you can do to get more business for your studio is join some pop-up shops. If there's like local events where people are looking for vendors, or you know, where you can go and set up a little table and stuff like that, where you have some flyers, some pamphlets, whatever you can, you know, some marketing tools, that way you're able to hand them out, little coupons, whatever you can do to get people talking about your business cards. Always have business cards with you, so you can do that. That's one thing, right? Look for local pop-up shops or little events that you can attend, where you go set up a little table and pass out your cards. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do, if you haven't already, which you probably should, I really like, if you don't have an Instagram or Facebook or a social media presence already, girl, do it now, because that is gonna bring you so much clients. So what y'all have to understand about the beauty industry is that as women, we are very visual. So obviously we want to see your work, we want to see work, you know, portfolio. So if you don't already have a, okay, sorry, the road is a little bumpy, but if you don't already have a portfolio, make that. You need it. On Facebook, Instagram, everything. Get all types of social media that you can. Social media presence is really important for your business, so get on that if you haven't already. Instagram, Facebook, Google, everything. Another thing is, specifically on Facebook, join a bunch of Facebook groups. Just join them, all your local groups. Like, let's say you're in Las Vegas, join all the Las Vegas groups. If you're in California or like LA, you know, like everything, just join as many groups as you can, because there's always people commenting, oh, I do this service, so that those are girls who are already doing something, you know, they're already reaching out to their clients, so you need to make sure you get on top of that, and you want to be part of that action as well. So you want to go in there and, you know, just kind of message girls, you know, obviously, like, don't spam it and don't sound creepy, but, you know, just send them a friendly message. Don't sound too forward. Don't sound too forward. Just send them a friendly message saying, hey, you know, I'm in the area, I do lash extensions, and I would love to take care of you sometime. Simple as that, right? Obviously, add on your information, how they can check out your work, send them pictures, whatever the case is, right? Another thing, make sure your pictures are on point. You don't want to be taking blurry pictures. That is never cute, because if you're taking blurry pictures, always clean your camera before you take pictures. That's another thing. That way you have these presentable photos that you're able to market with, because that's what you need. Make sure that you have a website, because you don't know how many times women have said to me, oh my god, I'm so glad that you have a website, because most of these lash girls do not have a website, and so I really don't know where to go or where to look you up, or, you know, I can't check out your work, where you're located, any information, extra information that they need. Like, trust me, you want to put that all on the website, that way they have no questions. So yeah, make sure to put a website out for the girlies, because what we want to do as service providers, we want to make it very easy for our clients to book, right? We want to make it the easiest way possible. I'm not saying that it's always going to be easy, because honestly, it's not always going to be easy. You feel me? Like, sometimes you're going to have to go out and message your clients and book for them. Like, yeah, you're going to say, okay, if I have a booking website, if I have a booking link, why are these girls just not using it? Why are they not booking? But that's the thing. Sometimes you have to do the hard work and you gotta book the appointment for them. Some girls, some women are older and they just don't want to deal with it. And if you can avoid them that headache, or if you have an assistant that can avoid them that headache, do it. Okay? So that's one. Make sure you have a website ready to go. Okay? Business cards. Make sure you have them business cards, girl. Another thing that you can do is reach out to your friends and families and ask them for referrals, because I can assure you haven't done that. And you need to, because this is your business. Like, you have to ask for referrals. Like, you have to like get the word out. You gotta tell people about you, because no one's doing that for you. No one has done that for you, right? So you gotta be the one to really lock it in for people, for others, and tell them, hey, you know, like, I have this business. I would appreciate if you could refer some of your friends if they're looking for someone to do their lashes. That's what you can do. That's another thing. So ask your friends and families. Already the people on Facebook, you know, send them all a message. Send all of your friends and family a message with a cute little picture and everything, and tell them, hey, you know, I have this lash business and I would appreciate if you would refer any of your friends or family members that would be interested in my services. I would love to take care of them, something like that, right? Another thing that you can do, if you do have the funds for it, is make clothing like with your brand on it. That way you're able to wear it around town, you know, and that way people can ask you about your business. You're standing in line, you know, or you come up to the cashier, you know, they ask you about your, oh, you know, what is that? I see little lashes, or, you know, your logo, whatever you got going on, like, just wear it. That's another thing you can do. If you go to the gym, wear your logo to the gym. Another thing, if you haven't done this already, literally in the building that you're in, take little cookies to your surrounding businesses. You know, just go to your local businesses around you. If you have a storefront or if you have your studio, walk around and send out some business cards. You know, you gotta do the footwork. Do it, girl. Do that. You can also just be consistent with your posting on TikTok. Make sure you get a TikTok. Post your content on there. You know, that's another social media thing that you can do, is just get really, really familiarized with TikTok and how to post on there. But yeah, everywhere you go, talk about your business, girl. That's one tip that I can give you. Everywhere you go, talk about your business, because ain't nobody gonna talk about it for you. So make sure you're doing that for yourself. Okay, so now that we've talked about a lot of things that you can do for your business, I really hope that you go out there and you do that, girl, because like I was saying, you're the owner, you're the business owner, so it's up to you to go and find your clients. Like, sometimes we think that we can sit around and wait and that the clients are eventually gonna flock to you, and that might happen at first, because that's how it happened for me. Like, that's what happened for me at first. I was like, sitting around and people were flocking, you know, they were looking for me for my services and everything. But eventually, once I moved, that kind of stopped, and I was like, okay, so where is everyone? But I learned the hard way. Like, you gotta go and do your thing. Because again, like, sometimes we think the world is a little too easy. Sometimes you get a little slap in the face and you get told, hey, no, there's a little extra hard work that you gotta put in to make this work, you know. And that's fine. You just gotta get up and do it. Get up every day and just go to work, do it, you know, post, make your content, make your videos, make your, you know, make your pictures beautiful, all of that good stuff, bro. Because again, no one's gonna do it for you. I keep saying that because it's so true. Like, as business owners, you have to take that accountability for yourself. Entrepreneurship is something, it's so difficult because nobody else is holding you accountable. Nobody. It's just you holding yourself accountable. And I learned that the hard way. Like, I really did, because I grew up in a family full of entrepreneurship. So like, it's just, I was seeing them do it, but I couldn't actually imagine the struggle Like I didn't know what the struggle actually felt like until I got into the business myself. And then business got slow, and then I was like, okay, well, the economy got a little difficult for a lot of my clients, because that's what most of my clients were telling me. It's just like, it got a little too difficult for them to continue with my services, and totally understand it. Most of my clients, that's what the reasons why, like, I wasn't getting a lot of clients anymore, is because that's what they would tell me. It's just, it got economically challenging for them, and totally understand that, girl. Who am I to judge? I get it. It's hard times, because for me too, obviously. But that is why, like, as a business owner, like, you just gotta do it for yourself, because the entrepreneur life is just that. It's holding yourself accountable to the things that that you should be doing. Sometimes you gotta look at yourself and really be harsh. Give yourself a little tough love, and ask yourself, okay, am I actually out here doing the footwork? Am I actually out here trying to find a client? Am I actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing in order to keep this business running? And if you're not, then that's where you gotta kind of sit with yourself and think, okay, now that you've accepted, like, okay, I'm probably not doing the most that I can for my business, go out there and do it. Just sit there, brainstorm, write down your notes, get a notebook and just write down your thoughts. Most entrepreneurs that I've talked to all have one thing in common, and it's that they write things down. So if they're feeling overwhelmed, if they're feeling like scatterbrained or like anything like that, they're writing things down, because it does help. Like, you might think it's so silly and whatever, but no, it helps to write things down, and that way you can really organize your thoughts. Organize your environment. If it's your studio that feels out of place and maybe that's not what's allowing you to excel, go organize your studio, go deep clean it. Another thing that I've realized is that how much your personal life connects to your business. Like, if you're not okay with your personal life, if you're still like allowing other people to run that part of you, what can you expect from your business? Your clients are going to walk all over you. If you have just a mess, your personal life is just a mess, then what do you expect for your business? It's the harsh truths that you have to kind of sit there and take sometimes from yourself. Sometimes you need someone to tell you that. And I know, like, I've watched a lot of videos where would be so motivational and tell me, oh yeah, you can do this, yeah. But once I started watching a few more videos that like told me the harsh truths and the harsh reality, is like, okay, you might think that you're doing enough work, but truthfully, you're not. Because we're so, like, stuck in our comfort zone sometimes that we forget, like, hey, there's real work to be made out here. Like, get on it, girl. So it's just something to think about. Don't let that discourage you. This actually should only encourage you, because you want to be the best that you can be, and this is how you're gonna do it. And you're gonna feel so much better, because you're gonna say, I put in that much effort and I got the outcome. Because you will get it if you do put the effort. You just have to be patient. That's another thing. You have to be so patient, but it's gonna come. And last thing that I'm gonna add, because this is gonna tie the whole entire thing together, like the whole video together, and I know it, and this is what you do want to hear. You have to have some crazy faith as a business owner. Some insane faith. Like the same faith that you have for your religion, or if you don't have a religion, like the same faith that you just have for anything, right? The most faith that you've ever had for anything. Apply that to your business and more, because that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need to be delusional to make it. It's all really like mental. What it is like, you just have to have that crazy faith as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, whatever it is. Like, you just have to feel like you can do it, and you can. You got to be delusional, so delusional, because that's the only way you're gonna make it. You can't. You're gonna have your days where you're gonna sit there and be like, I can't do this, I can't. But that's when you have to stop yourself in those tracks. Like, stop yourself from saying that. And in those moments, you have to catch yourself and tell yourself, hey, we can't talk to ourselves like this. We cannot speak to ourselves like this. We can make it, and we're gonna do it. Now we just have to look at a different angle, because that's where you start kind of brainstorming the idea. Whenever you're feeling at your lowest, stop right there. Just give yourself a moment. Give yourself a breathing room to kind of just sit there, meditate, go to the gym, do what you need for yourself to make you feel at peace up here. And then the ideas are going to start flowing. I promise you, that's just how it works. And that's how it's always worked for me, over and over and over again. Like, time and time again, that is what has happened. And that's what works for me. I'm speaking from experience. This is what has helped me. And with all of that, I hope that you get something from this video and don't get kicked out of places. But who cares? You're crazy. You're delusional. Go be crazy. But obviously don't do nothing rash. But yeah, so just go and fight for your business. That's what I'm gonna say. Fight for your business, because it's yours and nobody can take that from you. Okay, so anyways, I'll leave this video at that, because I feel like I just talked and rambled on too long. And yeah, so I will catch you guys on the next video, and I hope you got something good out of this. And yeah, okay, love you guys so much. Bye.